Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so as Prasanna sir told and as Purushottam told that QA is not dying and we need guidance. So I'll give you a brief about how I started my career. So as everybody completes their engineering, we'll fall into one group, we'll go into development as everybody is a fresher and they'll start development. But after I joined, after 5-6 months, I got to know that development was not my interest, and then I wanted to do something apart from development. So as Prasanna sir told that we need guidance in every part of our life. I have my relatives who are working in IT who are very experienced, like Prasanna sir, Karthik sir and all. So I approached them. They told that why don't you join a course related to testing and check out. So I was not very sure about that. Then once I joined testing, then after the course I understood that okay, I can excel in this. I can work better in testing. See, I'm not offending any of the developers, but I'm just telling my perspective. So then I started testing. I finished testing. I got placed. As somebody told, I guess you right. You took a course in manual Java and all. Even I got placed only after manual. I was not learning Selenium. I could not learn Selenium. So like this, I got guidance in every part of life and in my career. So now when it comes to AI, so I'll give you one example. So how many of you agree with me that in your college days, your lecturers, they acted as AI? Can anybody agree? Do anybody agree with that? So let us say in every engineering final semester or final exam, you used to ask them about the important questions that used to appear in the exam. Correct, right? So how do you think that they used to predict that? Many of the times they used to predict the exact questions which were appearing in the exam. So before this came into picture or in the world, our lecturers, they were AI because they used to predict what kind of questions were coming in the exam, and majority of the times I have also experienced that the same questions were appearing. So yeah, so now here AI is like for AI, prompt engineering is very important. Let us say there are 3 types of prompts here. So one is zero shot, one is few shot, and one is chain of thought command. So now if you give 50 rupees to a kid and if you tell the kid to get a chocolate for you, what will be the outcome? Anybody? Just you give 50 rupees, you tell the kid to get a chocolate. It will go to the store, it might get 1 rupee chocolate or the chocolate which it likes. But you want 30 rupee Dairy Milk chocolate, you want it, and the 20 rupees you have to get the change back. So if you are giving the input to the AI model exact, like if you say, I want 30 rupee chocolate, I want Dairy Milk, or I want 5-star, what is the exact input you are giving, the exact output will be getting. Same way in testing also, we have this prompt engineering, right? So the 50 rupee thing was a zero prompt it is. So in few shot prompting, what we are giving is, we are giving an example for the model. Let us say you want to generate test cases for login module. You will give an example saying, I want to generate test cases of login module for Amazon website or Flipkart website. Let us say if you don't give the example, let us say you're not giving any of the application which you want test cases for. You can just write in ChatGPT. If you just give me the test cases for login module, it will take some random application or the application which is very famous. But if you are giving the exact application for which you want the test case, it will give you the exact login module test case. And that is not completely, okay, you are just checking login module. Now let us say I want to generate test cases for payment page from registering, logging in, then I'll be adding the items to the cart, I'll proceed to checkout, and then payment page. So the way you have to give prompt is, it is like a communication between 2 human beings. Let us say you are telling some person to do something to you. The same way you have to give the prompt to AI model. Now if I'm giving, so basically chain of thought is nothing but you will break everything in step by step. Let us say I'll ask the ChatGPT to write test cases in step by step for payment checkout module. If you give this prompt, it will start from the beginning, like registration, logging in, searching for the items, adding the items to the cart, and then reviewing the quantity, price, and everything, then proceed to checkout, and then the payment page. So there are 3 different prompts here. And in testing perspective, how we can use AI is, we can first, if we are getting the requirement document, BRD. So if you are getting BRD, we can pass that as an input to the AI model. It will scan through it, it will give you the user stories. But whatever the output is given by the AI model, human being has to, or any person has to review it. We cannot blindly believe the output which is given by AI. So once we are reviewing the user stories which is given by the model, then we can segregate the user stories related to functionality, functionality and non-functional. Then we can give that user stories to the model, it will generate the test case. So basically what is important here is the prompt which we are giving to the model. If you are giving the exact input, like now let us say you guys want a phone, you want Android phone or iPhone, or this is your budget. So you'll go to the store, you'll tell the salesperson that you want so and so phone, you have so and so budget. So based on that, he'll give you the result. So if you don't have that, if you don't give the exact input to the model, you will not get the output. As Purushottam told now, QA is not dying. QA, they have to have the AI right now because 10 people QA job is done by 2 people who are using QA. So we used to write manually the test cases. We used to take the requirement. I mean, we used to get the template of test cases. We used to write everything on our own, right? We used to type everything. But now if you are giving the user stories to the AI model, it will give you the test cases of what you want. It will give you functionality, non-functional, positive, negative, edge test cases, and creative scenarios as well. But be it for a particular, just for a search bar, it will give you more than 10 test cases if you want. And for an AI model, we can specify the number of output what we want. Let us say I want 15 test cases for a particular module, both positive, negative. It will give me 15. So exact input should be given in order to get the exact output. Basically, we are saving a lot of time using AI in testing or be in development. See, now in one of the client I'm working, the developers, they write the code, they'll be having Copilot open. Whatever code they are writing, if it is wrong, Copilot will give them the exact code. They'll copy, they'll paste. But to copy, paste and use it in your code, right, you should have some knowledge of that. So AI is not going to replace, but it will enhance your job. To use whatever output is given by AI, you should have that knowledge. Like you should know in Java what is a function, what is a variable, or what is a method. All these access specifiers you have to know. So when you know these things, you can give the input to the model. So it will give you the exact code, and then you can replace in your code and you can debug it and you can finish the work. And if you don't know any code or if there is any logical mistake, if you give the code to the input AI model, it will give you the corrected output. Then you can generate test cases, test data, automation test script, any language, Java, Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, or anything if you give, it will generate you the output. You can also do database, Excel, Apache Py. If anybody, Apache Py, you know, right? So Apache Py, you can use that. It will give you the file input stream and it will give you all the code, how to read each and every cell, how to reach in each and every column. It will give you the output. So basically what is required is, so we need to give the exact input to the model, but to give the input, we should be knowing to give the input to the model, we should be knowing some knowledge of it. Without the knowledge, if you are telling the AI model, if you don't know automation, let us say if you are just into manual, if you tell the ChatGPT to generate Java Selenium test cases, it will give you the code. For people who know automation, they'll understand. But for people who don't know automation, it will be like a big ocean. You'll not know anything. You'll not understand head or tail of it. So basically what we have to do is, we have to use AI. There are some tools like, Test Trigger is there. So Test Trigger is one paid tool. It is going to give you automation test cases. But for that, you have to pass the input as manual test case only. If you are giving manual test case, it will give you the complete automation test case for any language you want. There is something called Applitools. These are paid tools. So Applitools is used for UI testing. And in our client place also, they use some tool for AI. Let us say we have a user story in Jira. I'll copy paste that user story and I'll create as a .text file. So if I'm passing that .text file to the model which they have built, it will write the test case. So we need not write it also again. Just review part is left. It will write the test case. We have to specify the number of test cases which we want, and it will give you all the possible scenarios, including the edge cases as well. So what I just wanted to tell here is, we have to use AI in order to survive in the industry, because AI is a boom right now. If you are not using AI, the person who is using AI will replace your job. So that is what, if 10 QA are there, if in that 2 people know AI, how to use AI, they can do all the 10 people job. So this is what I just wanted to tell about AI. But you can just go through some of the prompt engineering, things in ChatGPT, and you can get the results there. This is what I just wanted to talk. Thank you.